Hey guys, Homestony here, bringing you some more Tekkit Let's Play. Now as we left off, we were at this house where it was supposed to be safe, but it looks like a witch has spawned, along with two zombies over there. I'm just gonna enter our house real quick, hide in here. Now, from our goals last time, mainly surviving, one that I found in the comments from one of you viewers, I'll try to put his name in the description for this goal, is build the main base back on those islands that we spawned in. So even though there wasn't really anything there, we're gonna go back and try to build our fortress there. There is that volcano there. I can use that to help. I believe geothermal is in this game. In the mod pack, because I believe industrial craft allows for lava generation to be used to provide energy. Now it looks like we're hungry, but it's still nighttime, so we can't do much right now. Also, no, I can craft some torches real fast. So I can spend this time to go mining, really. Because the first thing we're gonna want to do is really try to get past wood. We have cobblestone here, so I'm gonna quickly build a wooden pickaxe. I mean a stone pickaxe. Put that over there. Because we need to find some ores real fast. And a lot of them, okay? Third achievement of this series. So since outside's pretty dangerous, I'm just gonna start digging through the floor here. I'll go out one in just so I don't have to leave the house. Okay, there's a hole, but I have sand. I'll patch that up. So, and I'm not sure what's wrong with the mini-map as of right now. I loaded up another world just to see if I could fiddle with it to see what happens, but on every other world I've generated so far, the map seems to be doing fine. It loads all the... It loads the overworld correctly. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this one. I'm gonna try to figure it out while I'm not recording. Because as of right now it's just black, even though I loaded up this world again in a different map just because you all saw the seed Monrusu films. So using that seed that I chose, I can remake this map as many times as I need it. And it looks like we got tin. That's going to require iron, which we don't have right now. More tin. I believe if I just dig straight this way, okay, it broke. If I dig straight this way, it's gonna lead outwards. But it still appears to be nighttime, because although the mini-map doesn't show like what it looks like outside, I believe I can still see mobs and stuff. The red dots being enemies, and then the lighter ones, NPCs, like cows and such. Yeah, it's still enemies out there. And that's a sound you probably don't want to hear while you're playing this alone, especially as soon as you go into caves. Yep, there's the sound of a zombie coming in somewhere. Pretty sure they can break down doors. Yep, there they are again. So either we're next to a cave or we're just under them in the map. I'm just gonna keep digging, ignore them. Limestone, engineer's toolbox. Wonder what this can be used for, since let's see, okay, assembly table. So you can use that with limestone to get limestone facades, hollow ones. Ground it into ground limestone bricks, and let's see, anything else? And no, it doesn't look like it. You can combine it with the buildcraft transport pipes just so you can make those facades. So not much use to me right now, since buildcraft is something that's going to take a long time to really do. I don't know, the limestone bricks would probably be good for architecture. So I'm going to keep digging and try to find a cave. I'm pretty sure I did see one outside, but until it's daylight I can't really explore out there. Okay, more tin ore. Oh, actually can get it. Oh, it's because I was holding the wooden pickaxe, actually, now that I think about it. I'm gonna go back here and harvest that. replace it with the sandstone we found. I don't believe you can make tin tools, but it is required for many of the machines. Since it's tin, I'm pretty sure you have to combine it with, what is it? Making bronze. It's tin and copper, I believe. We also have no food, which is a problem. There were a lot of cows outside though, so I can probably eat one of those. So still no cave, not surprising. I've gotten some tin. Never dig down, that's the worst mistake you can do. Let's see. It should, okay, yeah, there's copper. I think you can make bronze tools, so it's not an entire, oh, okay, we've got some iron here. New ore miner, what? We got tin though, that's a new ore. I wonder if it's specific to like a single ore from a different mod, so not all new ores count. Okay, we got some iron though. And the day should be coming soon. The cycle's like 15 minutes, right? So after I get some food, I'm gonna try to head back to this island so we can build our base. But I'm also gonna require some tree saplings now that I think about it, because the main problem was there were no trees. So let's head back. Now, did I change the field of view? I feel like it's really small. Okay, yeah, sunlight's coming out. Let me see options. Oh, okay, there's the problem. It was really small. No, not Quake Pro. 100's okay though. Okay, now I'm slightly less nauseated. Okay, still got some creepers out here. Nothing too bad though. And yeah, the problem I found with sometimes this keyboard won't actually register like clicks if you're also moving. That's a problem. I'm gonna need to kill some of these cows. There's some creepers though, I can outrun them. As you can see, here's where the creeper exploded and killed me in the last episode. But I should be fine as long as I'm looking directly at whatever's trying to kill me. And it is burning in the daylight. Yeah, see, it's not clicking right. So I just gotta run. If I'm standing still, it reads the clicks. But if I'm trying to move and do it at the same time, the trackpad won't allow that. Really odd. I'm really gonna try to get that mouse sooner than later though. I do have an old USB one I could probably use, but that's plugged into my other computer. I'm gonna go and try to kill these cows over here. I haven't listened to the Minecraft soundtrack in a while, now that I think about it. I forgot how peaceful it was. Let's see, dirt. EMC, that's a equivalent exchange mod, as I think I remember correctly. Let's see, where'd that cow go? I only climbed up here because I saw it up on the trees. It looks like it fell. You're getting some slight lag just because of the new terrain being generated. Okay, we got yeah, rubber wood. That's one of the things you really need. Okay, got that. Gonna need to cook this. My hunger bar's already falling pretty fast because it's not saturated. I haven't eaten in a while. And I believe rotten zombie meat doesn't really do much for saturation. Oh. But cooked beef really helps a lot. Okay, so that's 4. That's some leather boots. Kind of useless, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, there's another cow. Oh, there's once more over there. Oh, is that 2? Yes. Also taking some damage. I'm not regenerating health. Gotta be kind of careful just jumping off these trees. Hey, back here. There we go. So I have some cobble. I'm gonna go back to the hut and then cook up this steak. And once, okay, the creeper's gone. And once this is all done, I'm gonna head back to those islands over there and see if there's anything closer, because this was quite a swim away. Let's see. I'm going to need to build a furnace real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I have coal. Let's see. So 2 coal should be fine since 8 each. So I will build those leather booties. $256 EMC. That's gonna come into play later when we start messing with the equivalent exchange mod. I haven't actually played with it in a long time. I remember back when you could build a, what was it? It was a sugarcane factory that essentially generated diamonds. Due to, in the mod's infancy, a lot of the stuff was really broken. It was hilarious. So let's see. I believe a lot of this is like filler. Okay, what is this for? I wonder what mod this is from. Because there are a lot of mods in this mod pack I haven't played with. Like, okay, they have the, yeah, gendistry, because the bees. What are all these? Oh yeah, okay, gene samples, because I know in that mod, you actually like breed different bees and stuff to get like highly efficient bees and such. Yeah, lots of duplicate pages to all the same stuff. Magenta Lumar. I wonder what all of this does. Sickles, amethyst, so different gems. I believe the sickle was like 1 stick and then 1, 2, 3. I believe that's how they're made. I mean, I could just click on it to see. No, is it I? No, it's not I. Let's see, is it O? Not O, that's to turn off. Let's see, that's showing me that I can do that. But why? Because I know there's the way to see how to craft items. But I forget which key that is. Because I know U is for basically uses. Is it C? No, it's not C. I used to use not enough items a long time ago. A lot. I forget which key it is. Okay, I guess it was taking a while to update there. So I know that I was going north following this. And I found you actually can set waypoints, but as you can see, the minimap is really dark. So to set a new marker, it is right click on the map. So we're gonna set a marker here. We're gonna call this outpost. Done. Close the map. So we're gonna swim back this way. And thanks to this 9 steak, I shouldn't go hungry, so I should last a while on the islands, and I wouldn't have to come back for a while. I'll try to figure out what's in the minimap. But since it takes a very long time to cross this ocean, I'm gonna cut it out here, and we'll return when I get back. So I made it back to the islands, and if you're looking at what I'm seeing, it looks like we weren't all that far from the coast after all. I was just looking in the wrong direction entirely. Because here's what I saw, these three little islands, 1, 2, 3. Well, what hadn't rendered yet was all that out there. So it looks like it won't be that big of a detriment to actually stay out here after all. Although that will be an outpost for later, since I know there's land in that direction. And there's also some valuable stuff. So first order of business is I'm going to light up this island here. Don't want any mobs to spawn since I'm basically defenseless against them. But I'm only at 8 torches, so I'm going to run out very quickly just lighting up this perimeter. Let's see, with the remaining wood I have, I'm going to have to make a shovel here. Let's see, got the crafting table. Do they have the better one? I believe engraving bench. Soldering station, because I believe there was like an advanced crafting table you can build. But I don't remember if this one actually has that. Let's see, project tables, it's not that. Auto workbench, it might be that, but I think that just might be for machines. See, there's the turtles. That's late game items there, because you can automate workers and stuff. But I believe with some of the other mods in this mod pack, that's kind of unnecessary. Oh yeah, here, I think it's this. But I could be wrong. I'll go into single player and figure it out. Let's see, no, not that. I'm not sure, because I know there was... I know I played with one mod before where you could make a crafting table that displayed everything you could craft that's already in your inventory using those items. And it was very useful for a lot of things. Let's see, I'm gonna... quick stone shovel here. So gonna plan out this island since it's just kind of hilly. It's also gonna let me get at some cobble. Because in looking back at this island, I went back into the video that I uploaded and looked at the coordinates. So as I came over here and that land generated, I realized, hey, I don't actually have to go back there just to get more stuff. It is just a small swim though to the mainland from here. But in other news, I've been reading through the comments, and some people were surprised to say like, oh, this is the voice of Monorisu, and others corrected him. They were saying, no, that's Hamas28, and I can assure you, the one speaking in these videos is most notably Hamas28. And Monorisu isn't a person. Monorisu is a duo. It's both me, Hamas28, and the one you usually see with the weekly videos all about the unified mod pack, that's Labjack. If you had looked in our about section on the YouTube channel, it tells you that the channel consists of Hamas28 and Labjack. So I was really surprised to be reading these comments where people thought that the other person was called Monorisu. I thought that was funny. So I'm just clearing that up now, because I know if you play on any of the servers, you'll see that it's not someone called Monorisu who's going on the servers, it's Labjack. That's who everyone knows is the owner. So I guess maybe some people even thought that there was like a third guy. Let's see, I'm gonna need another shovel here. I didn't think the cobble one would have broken that easily. I wonder, are there Paxels in this mod pack? Paxel. Oh, wrong. No S. No, it doesn't look like the Paxel is in here. But they do have other very efficient ways to mine. I know Buildcraft has the quarries. So once I get diamonds, it's gonna make it very easy to get access to the quarry and more diamonds. Although with the equivalent exchange mod, diamonds are like, they're useful, but they're stuff that's like way higher tier. I know you can make dark matter stuff, that's like the highest tier gear in equivalent exchange. And if my knowledge serves me right, using a quarry, if I'm only quarrying, say, one chunk at a time, that's only going to be yielding, say, 2 diamonds on average. Because any chunk in the game will give you diamonds. Like, you will find diamond ore in every chunk in Minecraft. But the only difference is, it's limited to, I believe it was 4. And the only times you'll see more is it's not a large chunk like, oh, it's not so rare you found a larger chunk than 4. It's that it's combined with another ore vein in a separate chunk. That's also why you can find 0 diamonds in one chunk. It could be because they're part of another vein for an entirely different chunk. And it looks like this shovel is going to break too, but there's not a whole lot left. I like working with flat ground. Yeah, it broke. So one more shovel ought to do it here. And it already looks like it's getting dark again. I know traveling over here, I've stumbled upon some other islands because I went the wrong way. Because if you hadn't noticed, the swim... Because I believe I edited out the swim. The swim from here all the way over there, it was about a 10-minute swim when there's apparently that over there now. That just, I can now see. I didn't realize the rendering was so slow. Even though I did allocate 4 gigs of RAM, maybe I should go up higher, maybe to 6. But I'm not exactly sure how well that will fare. Let's see, I'm gonna grab this iron here. Oops. Just to flatten it out, get rid of it. Especially since it's gonna be useful for making new pickaxe. But in other news, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go lately. I've already clocked in, I believe it's like 10 kilometers a day so far, just because my entire egg inventory, I'm not sure if you can hold more, but since I can only hold 9, I have to do, no, because all of them except for one are 5-kilometer eggs, and one's a 2-kilometer egg. And for those of you that can't convert metric into imperial, it's 2 kilometers is about 1 mile, and then 5 kilometers is about 3. The way you can remember that easily is by thinking of the golden ratio: 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. And then 10 kilometers is about, I believe it was 7 is what I saw. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't even gotten any 10-kilometer eggs yet. Okay, so yeah, this is nice and flat. This is where we're going to build our base. What do I want to build it out of, though? First things first, I'm going to want to start smelting this iron and these other ores, so I'm just going to build a furnace to do that. Oops, wrong button. So I'm going to place this down. I'm only at 8 coal right now, so that's good for an entire stack of any ores, but I only need to place 1 in right now. So, no, I'm going to need 2. What are these? Flax seeds. 1 more. Just to get all of that. Let's see, 8 times 2, that's 16. That means I'm going to have to put in 3 of something. So what kind of material do I want? Do I just want to build it out of cobble, or probably just build it out of wood? But I don't exactly have a whole lot right now. I'd have to run over there real quick. Let's see, iron, it's already at 3. I don't think I need to make something yet. I'm gonna run over here to that island. Well, technically it's not island. What I'm on are islands, that's the mainland. Well, that was creepy. The song always gets me. It's not even a song, it's like a quick sound bite of something. Usually only occurs when you're in caves. Kinda makes me scared of the island. Let's see what's over here, because I saw that there was a rubber tree back at the base. It appears that there's a beehive over there, but I'm not exactly sure how to use beehives just yet. I think it's if I break it, it'll drop the queen bee. Okay, there's just some flowers on this island, but we are nearing the end point, so I want to end with our finished base. So I'm gonna get some materials, build the quick base, and when we come back, the base is gonna be done, and I'm gonna go over the ideas for the next episode. I'll see you then. And we're back, guys. I've just finished the wooden house. It's not much right now. It's just 3 blocks, well, technically 4 blocks tall, but 3 blocks interior high. It's not much right now. It's a bit of a fixer-upper. But as our base expands to incorporate everything that Buildcraft and the equivalent exchange mod has to offer, it's going to really grow. There's lots of machines I'm going to have to build just in order to use all of that. So starting in the next episode, I'm probably going to head, well, not probably, I'm going to head to that island over there, because even though it looks like mainland, in fact, it'd probably just be easier to show you. Because when I was up on that hill over there, well, technically the cliff face, you can see that there's actually not a whole lot more left. This is really just a small archipelago that we've spawned in. So I gotta really conserve the wooden resources. I've already planted some trees back up on that. There was about 5 trees that I chopped down. I put the saplings back. I'm not sure if I got all of them back though, so probably a loss, but there's still a ton of trees. But once I start automating most things, it's not gonna be much of a worry. I'm pretty sure they have computer craft on. Well, no, yeah, I don't need to worry. They have computer craft in this mod pack, and I can be sure of that because they had the turtles there, which basically need computer craft. Pretty sure it's part of the mod. So as you can see, it's a bigger island, but there's not all that much to it. So I'm gonna have to travel out to these smaller islands. Luckily there are rubber trees though, and there's lots of oil in the ocean around. Also, there are many small caves such as that one. Let's see if I can safely make my way down here. I really didn't get a chance to explore it much. I built the house and then came right back to show you guys. But yeah, this is a really cool spawn now that I'm looking at it. Is that... Okay, that's the limestone, not sand. It was really cool now that I gotta get a good look at it. So in between episodes, I'm not really gonna try to do much. Probably just gonna get ores, that way I can really show you guys how we're gonna get down to using some of the mods in this mod pack. See, sugarcane. And thanks to the equivalent exchange mod, nothing on this island is useless. I can use everything here. So let's see, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna need the philosopher's stone, if that's still a thing that exists. Let's see. Did I pass it? Because I know they have the equivalent exchange mod here. Let's see, item subsets, mob spawners, creative tabs, forestry, mod. I know they have it just because everything's showing that it has a equivalent exchange. EMC. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have it since, let's see, dark. Yeah, they have it here, definitely. Oh, wrong button. So click. Let's see, uses for dark matter. Yeah, so they do have it. So I'm gonna have to do some figuring out here. Antimatter relay. Energy collector. Uses for diamonds. Let's see, assembly table. Shaped IC2. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the philosopher's stone. So this is gonna be one of the things we're really gonna have to try to get. It is kind of difficult though. It's gonna require me to find 1 diamond, and we're gonna have to venture into the nether. Now going to the nether in itself isn't difficult, it's surviving to get this glowstone. Since the glowstone is going to be very high up, I'm not exactly sure if I can like survive doing that. Because even though to get the obsidian to build the portal it requires a diamond pick to mine it, I don't necessarily have to mine it. I can build a mold for the portal, pour lava in, build it that way. But things should be a lot easier once we have the Philosopher's Stone, since it will allow for basic transmutation of materials. And I wonder, this is Buildcraft, so I do believe they have the UU matter, if it's still called that. Yeah, they still have UU matter here, which is industrial craft. For those of you that don't know, UU matter has many uses. Requires a specific machine though to activate it. I forget how to use it. Wait, is that? Do I just click? Oh, okay, I figured it out. That's how you figure out how to make something. So starting tomorrow, we're gonna head into a lot of the Buildcraft stuff, just to see what's going on. Probably gonna want to build some of their factories, is what I believe they're called. Floodgate, no. Let's see, uses for this. Oh, wrong one. Because I'm going to really want to try to get into automation. So thanks to the auto workbench, that's really going to help, because you can put a philosopher's stone in the auto workbench and it'll actually start to do stuff where you can automatically transmute items. But that's all the time we have. That's all the time I have for today's episode. So I'm going to try to do some work in between episodes, get some more stuff built, get some mining done. And next time, I'm going to show you guys how to get started with IC2. I'll see you next time.